Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Monday. Oh, it's Monday. Oh, it's Monday. Monday. I got my blue jeans back there. I did not put them on. It's supposed to be another scorching hot ass day here in Chicago. It's Monday, August 18th, 2025. I am running extremely late. It's almost 6 o'clock. I just didn't feel it this morning. I was like, whatever. I'll park wherever. I don't care. I just do not understand why they cannot. Get out the car and worry about that. But yeah, it's another Monday. It's a hot one today. Another hot day. I couldn't get going this morning after what happened Friday at work. I just couldn't get my mind together to get up and get out. Yeah. And then I'm thinking about that $400 that I had to spend on this car Saturday. So the $2,000 that my friend sent me, that's pretty much gone because I paid some bills and I whatever. But this vet billing thing is coming to an end, so thank God for that, because now it's back to having to pay Chris for Chris to go to school, meaning that it's $100. I gotta pay $100, my uncle $100 a week. Now, when I tell you I didn't miss that, I did not miss that. So, I'm coming to the end of paying this $200 for this vet billing. So, it ends October 10th. It is, that paying that $200 has been rough. I'm gonna admit, I did shop. I bought my home decor stuff, and that kind of stuff makes me happy. I don't have a whole lot of stuff that I do. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party. I'm not always at a party. I'm not spending money that way, In fact, this summer I haven't even went into any of the house music events in the park. I just don't feel like it. I just haven't felt like it. I don't feel like sitting in a park getting ate up by mosquitoes. And so, I just haven't felt like it. And so I virtually just kind of, really ain't been feeling that. It looks like it's about to rain. Trying to put some powder on. Oh, the light gonna change right when I start doing this. What I tell you. So yeah, I just haven't felt like, doing that or whatever. And, so I just, what brings me joy, what brings me happiness is going into the stores, looking at home decor, looking at clothing, looking at jewelry. I should basically shop in the same stores, Ross, Burlington. And I'm so mad that they took DD's away from River Oaks and they put Burlington there. We went Saturday. It was terrible. The store is smaller and it's junkier. It's junky because it's small. I'm like, who in the world came up with this idea? It was so many damn people in there. The line was so long. It always was long in in the old Burlington. But now in this new Burlington, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So Christopher did get a jacket, some kind of jacket, some kind of thing. He got that, and he got another pair of black pants for school, because he's gonna need the thin ones for right now. So he got thin pair of black pants. He got what else did he get? He got the jacket, the black pants, and something else. I bought him the jacket, and he got a sweatshirt. This really nice sweatshirt that has something about God on it or something like that. So he got that. And so he got all of that, and like I said, it was just extremely crowded in there because it's a much smaller store. And I'm like, who in the world came up with this idea to move down here? It's so congested down there. It's ridiculous. So, anywho, but yeah, I'm still salty about the fact that I had to pay that $492. I'm just salty about that. So that took some of my money down. Then I had to pay for the flight. That took some of the money down. But it is what it is, y'all. What can you do? What can you do? So now I just got to pay these utilities. I ain't paid the cable bill. I'm thinking about just letting cable go. Really and truly. I'm going to call them today and tell them, listen, we need to work something out, because I cannot continue to pay this bill. I don't know why this bill is. I have basic cable. I want to keep it, but if y'all can't work something out with me, my bill is too high. It's just too high. It's just too high. So it just don't make sense how high cable is. A lot of people don't even have cable, which I understand. This hair, I got in the shower, it looked like my hair fell a little bit, which is okay. It's really basically flat anyway. So yeah, I really didn't even want to come here, to be honest with you. I really didn't even want to come. I really didn't even want to come to work, if you really want to know the truth. I text one of my friends, one of my best friends, who's a male. I text him and told him that at some point today I wanted to talk to him and tell him what happened on Friday. I don't like this job at all, and it really, it's a lot of, it's just, I don't know. After Friday, I'm gonna change my whole, like I told you all on Saturday when I made that video, change my whole personality in the way in which I am. And it's unfortunate because you have to change your whole personality to be able to deal with people, so that they don't, so you can keep your sanity. I guess that's what I'm saying. But if that's what needs to be done, that's what will be done. I don't know what I did with my lipstick. I don't know if I put my lipstick in this bag or not. I don't know. I'm gonna look for it. So yeah, this is one, but this is almost gone. So I just ain't feeling it today. I ain't feeling it. Just saying. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have much to say. Good morning. That's it. Say go in there and say good morning. Be like, that's it. And just wait for them to tell me where they want me to go. Get the key. Put the key out. Get the key and leave. And I don't have nothing to talk to them about. Neither one of them. It's just gonna be a good morning and that's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. So I just and I think the other foreman, the one that I was into it with, he's off all this week. I think he's here today, but he's not here the rest of the week. He's going to he's taking his daughter to college. So whatever. So I hope you all had a good weekend this past weekend. My weekend was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'll never have nothing exciting. Well, I have sometimes some things going on. But it was good. I ain't gonna complain. Y'all had a good weekend. It goes by so quick. So quick. Like that. So quick. But the noise in my car is gone. But I just think that they ripped me off. I really do. I just think they ripped me off. Shouldn't have cost that much money. It just should not have. Oh boy. Everything is just ridiculously expensive for no reason. It's like if you have some major repairs on your car, it's like now you're going to pay a lot more because of the tariffs. And Canada is mad at America. And they were showing on the news how in Canada, how Americans would come to their store, and spend money, or even though the Canadians would come and spend the money in the stores when they would cross the border, and they ain't spending no money. They're not spending any money, and it's a shame. But he don't give a damn, so kissed his ass and sucked his dick, and you know, and that's why I say you can't tell me Putin don't have nothing on Trump. You can't tell me that Putin don't know something or something. And it's fucked up, you know. But this is the world we living in. Everybody is deceitful and all of that. So you remember I told you about this guy here at my job, and I told you that, you know, like, he act like he liked me, and he's a nice looking brother, but he's had women to kiss his ass so much that he think all women should be fawning all over him, and I get him every time. He's so enthralled with me. See, you know, ladies, let me tell you something. This is what I was trying to tell what was her name? Strawberry Ice. Very sweet lady. I appreciate her listening to me yesterday on the live, because that's how we got on the subject of cheating. And she was very receptive. You know, sometimes when you tell people stuff, people they get in their feelings, they get mad, and they don't want to listen. And I was trying to give her some good advice about how men think. And so I'm gonna come back to her, but I'm gonna say this about this dude. He's so enthralled with me because I'm a mystery to him. You know what I mean? I'm a mystery. Oh man, she ain't running up after me. Oh, you know, I'm used to women. You know, I'm a good-looking guy. I'm used to women, you know, basically ripping their drawers off and trying to give me some ass. You're not that fine. You're not fatter than me. Because that's how I feel about myself. You know, that's how I feel about myself. I feel like that. So I'm a mystery to him. He can't figure out why she. And I talk mad shit to his ass too. Y'all know I can. I shut him down all the way till the point that he has to get up and leave. And he talks a lot of bullshit. And he talks, you know, when he goes, you know, we were talking, everybody was playing, and he was talking like, oh, CC, let's go in the bathroom right now. I said, the bathroom? I said, who are you talking to? What you used to dealing with, chicken heads? I said, I'm a dime, baby. I don't want no bathroom. What you used to dealing with? And that really gets him. That gets him every time I do him like that. Oh, you gonna do, and you gonna do. I shut him down so bad a couple of weeks ago, he left. It was like, dang, you ran him up out of here. Because see, you have to let men know that they are not the prize, that they are not all that. You know, dick come a dime a dozen, and I keep telling you, keep telling women that. You know, if you knew what you had and how valuable it is, you wouldn't just give it away to anybody. You know. And so yesterday on the live, when we were talking to Strawberry Ice about her situation, because she brought it to us, she brought it to me, and she asked me my opinion. And I gave her my opinion. But what you have to understand about men and the way that men think, you know, oftentimes women get it confused because a man is giving them good sex, and they think that sex is what keeps him, and that sex will make him act right, make him do right. It don't. And so what she kept saying on the live yesterday was she kept talking about the woman, as if the woman was the problem, and as if the woman was the reason why her husband was not being faithful. The woman has nothing to do with it. It's about her husband wanting to have some new cooch. don't know. Whatever his, I don't know. But that's what her, what that's what the husband wanted to go out and play, and he did that. You know what I mean? He did that, and it had nothing to do with the wife or anything like that. She said what she wants. She said, I want to save my marriage. And oftentimes women do want to, they do want to save their marriage, but you can't save your marriage alone, you know. And if he's out here cheating, he's already let you know that this is what he enjoys doing. Somebody texting me something. So, you know, you have to, you can't, you know, women want to blame other women for their husbands being cheating on. I know I had a girlfriend, or I have a girlfriend who would always say, so and so was flirting with her husband, and I just, it's just disrespectful. She flirting with my husband. I would always want to say to her so badly, do you know what your husband is doing? Do you know what your husband is doing? See, oftentimes women want to blame other women for their husband stepping out. Other women have nothing to do with your husband stepping out. Your husband steps out on you because it's what your husband wants to do. I don't care if what a woman puts in front of him. If that's what he wants to do, that's what he's going to do. And most married men are cheaters. Most married men are cheaters. And that's just a fact. You know, that's just a fact. Some have cheated and ain't cheating no more. And some are still cheating or trying to find somebody to cheat with. So it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Because she was saying that the woman is a home wrecker. Yeah, but what is your husband though? What is your husband? Because your husband made the vows to you. He made the vows to her. I mean, she didn't make no vows. You all didn't make no vows. You know what I mean? So you got to ask yourself, you know, when you want to talk about the wife, I mean, the other woman, you got to ask yourself, what I agree that women that know men are married shouldn't cheat with them. But women don't give a damn. Women that's doing this, if they interested in your husband, they don't care nothing about about their wife. They just don't. But it's your husband who you should have the problem with. And if you've told her to stop calling him, if you've told her to stop dialing his number, that's not you. Okay, you've said that. So what is he telling her? Is he telling her the same thing, to stop dialing his number? Because I doubt it. I doubt it. But she listened to what we said, and she listened to our advice. I wasn't the only person that was giving her advice. There was a lot of people on there giving her advice, and she did listen, and she was real receptive. And she was like, "Thank you all, thank you." You know, we weren't trying to, you know, we weren't trying to jump all down her throat. We were just trying to tell her some facts, you know, about how men are, which I'm sure she knew this herself, you know. Let me go punch in, y'all. I'll be right back. you been? Good, good. Okay, you too. Have a good day. Let's see. I don't know. Is Glenn here today? Right here. So I can get this parking spot as late as I am getting here. So she was real receptive, and I'm glad that we were able to give her some advice and tell her some things. And we had some trolls yesterday, but we didn't have that many. Maybe I missed them because I was so busy talking. But I don't think we had that many trolls, did we? So we had Metal Shrub, who's always on the live. Metal Shrub, Passion for Fashion, Angela Washington. I think those were the only 3 moderators that were there yesterday. But I don't remember seeing a whole lot of trolls. And I didn't see a whole lot of people that were hidden yesterday. Barbara Holland, who I cussed out the day before about her writing on my I had put up the post of my hair talking about this wasn't the best, one of the hairstyles that I really like. She gets on that photo and says, "Stop cussing so much." So I'm going to say this again. If you all do not like how I speak, you do not have to watch this platform. I ask you all to subscribe. I don't ask you to stay if you don't like what I say. But I'm going to tell you this right now. And I said it to you all. Y'all have heard me say this 1,000 times or more. I am 55 years old. You cannot tell me what to say out of my motherfucking mouth. That go for you, your mama, your cat, your dog, your flea, the ant, or the roach. I'm grown. I'm grown. What I say is what the fuck I say. However way I say it. If I say this, if I say that, if I say this or that or the other, everybody don't like my rawness. I understand that. But I am who I am. And either you gonna stick here or you gonna go. But please don't tell me what to say out of my mouth. Especially when you're not doing nothing for me. And even if you were doing something for me, you still can't tell me how to talk. I'm a grown ass woman. And this girl, this young lady who Barbara Holland, she said she's 33. Girl, you old enough to be my niece. Okay, my niece is the same age as you. So, go somewhere and sit the fuck down. So we got rid of her because she came on. She had the nerve to come on the live after me telling her off under the community post that I put up about my hair. She had the nerve to come on the live. So I let her motherfucking ass have it. Right there. Right there. So I'm going to say it again. And I'm going to say it again. And here go my lipstick. And I'm going to say it again. If you do not like what come out of CC's mouth, you can exit stage left. Because I never know what I'm going to say. And I'm not about to tiptoe around nobody's feelings to make them comfortable. You don't like what I say, if you don't like how I talk, how I speak, hey, it is what it is. You got a choice. And the choice is to keep it moving. That's the choice that you have. Because I am not going to make people feel comfortable about the way that I talk. I'm not getting ready to do that. So I'm telling you that right now. I'm not. So Chris starts school Wednesday. I thought he started school today, which is so weird. So I think the freshmen and the sophomores start today, and the juniors and seniors start Wednesday. And I think about how the first time I took Christopher to preschool, and now we're taking him, and he's going to be a senior. That his school years are complete, are over, because he's not going to college. The fact of the matter is, I can't afford to send him to college. My girlfriend who has a son who took him back to college on yesterday, she told me how her son is not getting certain grants anymore, how Trump has cut this and cut that, and all the money she's got to spend, and she doesn't work. She's on disability, and she took her ex-husband to court, and she's making him help pay. I knew I was gonna do that, which makes sense. But when she was telling me all the stuff that Trump has cut for these college kids, if your kid don't get some type of scholarship or have two parents that can afford to my friend, y'all. Excuse me. You don't have two parents that can afford to send your kid to college. It is expensive. It is so expensive. So, unfortunately, most people nowadays really just can't afford to send their kids to college because it's just them. Especially if you have a single parent home. So Chris will not be going to college. I don't know what Chris is going to do. He said he wants to go to acting school. He said he wants to go to barber school. He said he wants to do a trade. And I'm saying all of that is good, do that, but you got to get a job. So, I told him, I said, welcome to the real world. Welcome to the world of dealing with bullshit and having to go to a job that you hate, going to a job that you got to deal with people. You know, welcome to the real world. And I told him, I said, this is your last year. He said, my mama, you scaring me. I said, this is your last year of, you know, somebody having to be responsible for you. Now it's time for you to be responsible for yourself. And I've been trying to prepare him and trying to prepare him and trying to prepare him. You know, and I see that he really ain't ready. You know, he really not ready. And, you know, he hates school with a passion. And part of that is because of his learning disability. He hates school. You know, he always say he wish, you know, he doesn't feel intelligent. And he said, and I tell him all the time how intelligent he is. A lot of things with Chris is he's not focused. And that's one of the things that has always been said about him, how he doesn't focus. And I don't know if that's part of the learning disability or not, or if that's just Chris. I don't know. But I'm trying to help him stay focused, get focused, you know, do the things that he needs to do. Because in school, you know, they help you along the way. But in real life, people don't want to help you, you know. But I think that he'll be fine. I think Chris is going to be fine. He's just got to find his thing. He's got to find his niche. Like, you know, he's got to just tap into something that he's good at and stick with it. So, hopefully, you know, hopefully he will find what he wants to do, you know. So, you know, this new makeup, I don't know about this new makeup. I don't know, it just, to me, I feel like this makeup make me look dark. I know I'm sitting in the dark. I know it's not that dark. I know it's dark outside. It look like it's about to rain. But it just, I don't know. I don't know if I really like this makeup or not. This makeup at Juvia's Place. I don't know. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe I need to go lighter. I think when I'm done with this one, I'm going to go fat. I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go buy, I'm going to go buy a lighter version and just see. That's what I think I'm going to do. Because I kind of feel like this is too dark. I really do. But yeah, it's getting ready to storm. Because it's getting real dark over here. And we've had some thunderstorms. Oh my God. So, I think he'll be okay, but you know, he just gotta find what he really want to do. I just want to help him get a job because he needs one. So, other than that, you all, I don't really have nothing else to talk to you all about. I'm feeling a little blue. I don't feel like myself. I feel like I was coming down with something yesterday. My body was just aching. I took some Tylenol, and that stopped the body aches, and I was able to sleep. But I felt like I was coming down with the flu or something. I did that video, the Shein haul, and then I just, you know, I didn't feel good. Right after that, I did the live. I came on live, and when I got out the car, My body was just aching. I was just aching all over. I had a headache. I just didn't feel good. Did not feel good at all. And this morning I woke up and I still had like a little congestion, a little bit. Still had a little congestion, had a little headache. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to let you all go. I appreciate you all watching another video. Tomorrow is Truthful Tuesday, so start thinking about what you want to tell your truth about. Yeah, and so I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? All right, have a good, blessed day. Okay, bye.